What's going on? I see y'all. My G. This is Dr. Sean back with another video. And in this video, we're not going to be doing too much teaching about history, but I just want to really dive in on this TikTok fiasco, this upcoming presidential inauguration, all this bullshit that's been going on in America. Okay? So, let's start with the TikTok ban. So we all know why TikTok is such an urgent thing for the government. Never in, well, I can't say never in history, but I guess I can say has a social media platform that was originally for people just to speak their mind, connect around the world, has been the target for the government. This government thinks that we're so dumb, guys. Like they really think that it's the 1400, 15, 16, 1700 where they could just say what they want, do what they want, and nobody can say you can't do that. So with the TikTok ban, we all know that they're saying that it's a data issue. It's a national security issue. But my thing is they've been a national threat since they landed here. They've been, causing a disaster since coming to this land. Okay, the Niji, the Indians, the American Indians, the Injuns, the all of these things who turned into the colored people. We were agriculturalists, we were creators, builders, environmentalists. We did everything that helped the environment. Since white people came over here, colonizers, this continent has been destroyed. There have been massacres. There have been police brutality since the beginning of time. There has been government legislation, which we have talked about plenty of times on this channel, that has specifically targeted the Indians, not the Native Americans, the Indians, the American Indians, the Injuns, the Niji, me, my ancestors. Okay, this is not a secret here. But what bothered me with this whole TikTok ban is that I already knew why the TikTok was being banned. So I hopped off of TikTok a while ago because I'm like, well, if it's getting banned, I don't want to waste my time. So I'm hopping on YouTube to talk my shit. But I knew that if the government continued to not realize their devious ways, like we talked about before, the things that they keep trying to hide and cover up and burn and propaganda and distract you with, it's all coming to the light, government. I have a message for the government. The jig is up. Y'all have to tell the motherfucking truth. Like, everybody in the world, in Africa, over here, they puzzle. The Native Americans feel like they got some shit to talk. Every time a Niji hop on here and try to tell their story about how these atrocities have impacted their life. Here goes a Native American because we was already here. No, motherfucker, you was not already here. You was government created. Like, I need y'all to go and read. Like, stop thinking that your ancestors are my ancestors. You do not look like these pictures of these American Indians, Niji, that was here when Columbus then pulled up. I need y'all to stop lying. I need y'all to tell the truth. So this is why TikTok is banned, because we are the national threat. We always seem to cause a problem. And y'all don't understand that this is, I don't even believe in none of these laws that the government made up. They don't even make sense. Because how could you pull up to a land, create laws, and now we got to follow them? And this is our land, and we were sovereign. We didn't have no people over us. But back to what they think. Freedom of speech, all this. But now it's not freedom of speech. You're censored like a motherfucker on every social media platform besides TikTok. And they might even censor you a tiny bit. But I know for Facebook, I hopped right off of there this week, deleted my pictures. I ain't delete my viral picture, and I didn't delete my business stuff. But I'm detoxing because once Mark Zuckerberg came, he just did an interview and said he's gonna relax on the censorship because it'll add more politics to Facebook. But my thing is, when I go on Facebook now, it don't even feel the same. All I see is bullshit. People sharing fight videos, women naked from head to toe, besides underwear, all down my timeline. Why y'all ain't showing us nothing educational? Why y'all ain't showing us anything enlightening? Y'all want to censor out the truth about who we are but allow us to see all the stuff that degrades us, that exploits us, that makes us look like we don't really care, you know? And then another thing with Mark Zuckerberg, okay? Like, they just been doing way, way, way too much. So when COVID came, 2020, I me and my fiance, we were trying to wake up family members, say, hey, the vaccine has side effects. I read the side effects and I had took a shot before that happened and I got all the side effects. Not a vaccine shot, but this was a chemo shot that wasn't for chemo, but I took the shot and it nearly killed me. So I was afraid of shots when the vaccine came out. Okay. But Mark Zuckerberg, came on the interview and said the government told him to censor out anything that was related to the side effects of the vaccine. They cannot let people know the side effects. So a lot of times you think you got sick all of a sudden. It's the vaccine. The government hid it. And I saw the website when it said you have a year to claim any damages from this vaccine. But they didn't publicize that. So that year been gone. So if you having issues now, you probably don't even know that it's related to that. But the fact that this these clowns censor everything that helps us, censor everything that elevate us, censor anything when we're trying to get together, communicate, talk. It's just like back in the day. You can't have 4 or 5 people together. They trying to do this digitally. I really feel like they bumped their motherfucking head, guys. I feel like they bumped their head with this one. And like I said, I knew that this would backfire. I knew that if they shut TikTok down and try to get us to be quiet, I said, watch how this backfires. Everything you guys do is going to backfire. It always has. It always has. Like, you think you're winning? You think you're going to continue to hold people down? Inflation, charging sovereign people taxes, making them work for wages on their own indigenous inherited land. You think that's gonna last? You think we just so dumb? We just gonna be like, well, we can't talk on TikTok now, so we just don't know what we learned. We just forgot all about the things that we learned. Like, I need for this government to really like realize that you are not in control of nobody. This this clown fest is gonna be over. Like, it has to be over. So let's move right along. So that's my thing about TikTok. I don't think they're gonna shut it down. I think this is all propaganda. I think that if they shut it down, it's gonna make things worse, and they didn't anticipate that. And I am so baffled because I joined Red Note because the beginning of the week I was like, all these apps. I really got kind of aggravated and confused. I'm like, it's too much. I'm just about to get off of every app there is because I got aggravated. It was too much sensory activated. We got Red Note, we got Lemon 8, we got BU. What else we got? We got just too many. Okay, it's so many apps. We got Flip now. We got this. We got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, this. So I got on these and I played around, but I got on Red Note. And I'm like, dang, this is really a truly Chinese Mandarin speaking app. Like, people are flooding over there, called the TikTok refugees, right? So the government had no clue that we was gonna get on Red Notes and found out how much they have been holding us back, lying, how much we've been swindled out of money. Like, one lady was on here crying, saying that she's in $400,000 plus debt from law school. When law school over there is like $900 a year, I can only imagine what dental school over there is like. Because my dental school debt is $500,000, and I'm sovereign. I'm indigenous, Niji, Injun. I ain't supposed to be paying for education. Like, what? I need for everybody to get back in their spot so y'all can take these loans away. I need for y'all to get back in your spot so y'all can stop giving money to Native Americans whose ancestors did not get into brutal massacres in the 1400, 1500, 1600, 17. I need y'all to stop playing around. Like, stop claiming our shit, man. Anywho, so people are upset because over there in China, the groceries are cheaper. Their homeless rate is almost near 0%. 90% of the people own their homes over there. Like, wow. I'm just so happy that this happened, though. I'm so happy that this happened. I'm so happy that this is happening because when you're trying to shut people up over here, we're gonna go there, there, there. You shut them up on, you think you're shutting them up on one site, we're gonna go to 5 sites now. So now we got even more places to speak our mind and talk. And you keep trying to shut us out, we're gonna continue to speak and talk and spread knowledge. And you know, you already know what's up. The jig is up, my guy. My guys in the White House. The jig is up, boo boo. The jig is up, boo boo. And when I watch these Senate hearings now with Jasmine Crockett and how she be popping off on them, it gives me such joy. They be ready to go outside and catch me outside. Like what? Like listen, this world is ghetto as fuck right now. It's ghetto as fuck. It's ghetto. It is truly, truly ghetto. You know, how long are we going to allow this government to play in our face? Like, I'm baffled. I'm baffled by the rent prices over there. I'm baffled by the living. They say the light bill is $27. You guys, it's ridiculous over here. It's ridiculous in this country. And it's not going to get better till y'all start telling the motherfucking truth. The truth is out. We have all the documents, guys. I don't need no pretending coming on here talking about, oh, it was, listen, just go on somewhere with that. Pretend as fake government made up history. 5 civilized tribes is not a nation of hundreds of tribes. There's a reason why they only did 5. Because they could not count and they didn't have time and it's just too much for them. So they said, we just gonna pick 5 and train these little fake chiefs and that's gonna be it. It's always gonna come back to haunt you. So yeah, I'm on Red Note. I'm on BU. I'm on Lemonade, TikTok. What's up? And I'm definitely on YouTube. This is my main platform. On the other ones, I kind of just play around. But now I think I'm going to actually get serious. But I don't want to divest all my energy into those. I'm here right now. YouTube, censor YouTube. But what can we do, guys? What's the next step? What is the next step? I'm trying to figure out what's the next step. I guess the next step is to continue to wake up, continue to share the knowledge, continue to claim your identity against these people who don't want you to be in your identity. Because I ain't never cared so much about somebody else's identity, ethnicity, their heritage. I have never cared so much to go on their page and be like, you ain't that. How? You wouldn't say that in my face. Okay? You wouldn't say that in my face because I would, in your face, tell you the truth. And it's time for us to start telling the truth in this country. Tell the truth, guys. Who was here first? My ancestors. Who got their land taken? My ancestors. Who had false pretending chiefs speak for them and sign treaties to steal the land? My ancestors. Who's still being harassed, unalive today, aka Robert Brooks? My ancestors. On our own land. Do y'all think about that? Imagine somebody coming to your house, looting your house, burning your house. Now they own your land. They done built them a house. Now they own the land and they making the rules and you got to follow their rules. And now you don't have nothing on your land. Okay? So that's all TikTok is all about. That's why this ban is so important because we talking too much. We talking too much. We growing too much. We connecting too much. We gathering too much. We sharing too much. We making too much. Anything that we do too much, they don't like it. Don't y'all got more serious issues to argue about? Like how y'all so unprofessional in the Senate hearings, arguing and all this. Y'all just talking about us and how y'all can get over on us. Please just, what I think this world needs now, like right now today, is compassion for honesty. I know the history that Americans the government, the Caucasians, the colonists, the pilgrims. I know the history that y'all came over here and started. It started off bad. So I understand why they're trying to hide it and they don't want it to come out. Because it's terrible. It is horrific. It is embarrassing as fuck. It doesn't have anything to go back to that's positive. The further you go back, the worse it gets. So the more they keep trying to cover up, the worse it's gonna get. It's gonna get worse and worse. We have way too many receipts. I mean receipts galore. You look left, receipt, right, receipt, up, down, receipts, forward, receipt, backwards, receipt. You can do a 360. Guess what you're gonna find? Motherfucking receipts. Okay? I ain't talking about them receipts where you talking about the history you learned in high school and Christopher Columbus. We been off of him. We been off of him. All these other colonists, presidents, been off of y'all. Right, left wing, Democrat, Republican, been off of that. Been off of it. I don't want to be a citizen under the government no more. I want my indigenous heritage status back. If y'all ain't have to prove nothing to take the land and write this shit down, why y'all making it so hard for us to prove who we are and get our shit back? I know y'all gonna make it hard. Y'all gonna make it impossible because one thing you're gonna do is continue to be in denial. Like nothing's going on. Ain't nothing going on, but y'all send $10 billion to Ukraine, 10 billion here, and tied it into the TikTok bill. Like, fuck out of here, man. Listen, my Niji. Listen, y'all. Listen. Ever since I woke up out of the Matrix a couple months ago, I think it was Thanksgiving time, like truly woke up, I just been a different person. I just been so about like waking up other people, continuing to get the knowledge, continuing to grow. And sometimes it can be overwhelming. All of this stuff, all of these TikTok, all of this stuff is a distraction. The main thing we have to focus on is getting to ourselves, being ourselves, staying in our true identity, and never letting anybody tell you who you are. That's why when the enemy come on my page trying to tell me who the fuck I am, I'm gonna shut you down because you don't have that license to tell me who I am. Yeah, you. If you on my page and you, well, I'm talking to you, my guy, my girl. Yeah, we are fucking tired. I'm so tired of learning all of this stuff and the government still being in denial. They still want to ban this app. Why y'all trying to ban apps? Like, what is this? Banning apps. Now we learning Mandarin. You can't shut us down. We're gonna be speaking this shit in Mandarin. I'm gonna be speaking this in Chata language. I'm learning Chata lexicon language. Mandarin, ni hao, ni hao. They don't want us on the Chinese, ni hao. You know, we're being rebellious right now. Rebellious with a purpose. And if y'all don't get it right, it's gonna get worse. Not for the Niji, but for the government who thinks that they control the Niji and that they can hide the history. Okay. So that's my thoughts today, guys. Tell me how you feel in the comments about the TikTok ban, about everything that we're finding out on Red Note, about how this is basically a form of enslavement over here. Anytime you go work for wages, that's enslavement. Anytime. So if you're working for wages, you are enslaved. Rent prices high as fuck. Mostly over here, I think they're going to be 60% renters versus China, 90% owners. And then the people who rent, they rent is cheap as fuck. You can't make this stuff up, guys. You can't make this stuff up. But I will leave you with this. Keep your head high, my Niji. Keep your head high. Keep your feather crown on. Continue to fight the good fight. Continue to learn. And when you get tired, take a break from it. Don't let your mind get distracted about all the bullshit that's happening right now. Even without TikTok, we still need you. Even without Facebook, Instagram, Red Note, all these things, we still need you. We still need you. We already got all the evidence. It's been debunked. People in their feelings, they mad. They big mad. Y'all gonna have to stay mad. Because we ain't ever vibrating low like that again. We ain't ever piping down like that again. We ain't ever believing in the matrix ever again. Because one thing about it, to the people who aren't out of the matrix, once you get out, you'll never go back. Okay? Like they say, once you go, you will never go back. Okay? So continue to rise above. Rise above the lies. Rise above the pseudo history. Rise above the deception. Use your discernment every day. Now you got to be in your spirit, spiritually aware, spiritually balanced. Don't be so emotional about everything. Stand on business, guys. It's time to stand on business. Start those businesses. Be that owner. Get your family together. Focus on your health. Focus on your mind, your knowledge, and leave all the other petty stuff alone. All these apps, this stuff is a distraction. If we're not using it to communicate, to share knowledge, and to get these people off our back and out our way and out of our spot, then what are we doing? Because like I said, I'm not on Facebook as much anymore because I'm tired of seeing asses down my timeline. But that's on purpose. I don't never see nothing educational down my timeline. But when I go on Red Note, oh, they all about productivity, learning, sharing information. Like, it's not censored. Facebook censored, Instagram censored. They want TikTok to be censored. They want to control everything. So we cannot speak. Do you know what that is? When you try to prevent people from speaking and knowing and continuing to lie over and over and over and over and over again, it's called delusional. This government is maniac, delusional, fucking psychos. They psychos, guys. So don't let these psychos and all their fake lies and all their pseudo history make you vibrate low, make you give up, make you work in 2 or 3 jobs because you feel like you gotta pay this bill. This stuff ain't meant for us. Do what you can, and the rest, you know, we gotta grind. We can't let them play in our face no more. So don't let nobody play in your face. Talk your shit. Be who you are. Know who you are. And never let anybody make you vibrate any lower. Because can't no Native American, Mongolian tell me who I am. Because when you do your DNA, it's going to lead you back to Mongolia. And even on the Red Note app, they said one of the Chinese people, I think he is Mongolia, but he said he was pretending to be a Chinese. And he was like, oh, yeah, a lot of people say the Native Americans look like me. Mm-hmm. That's what he said. I might put it in here so you can see what he said. Yeah, let's drop the clip right
美国的朋友，你们好，我是来自中国的牛仔，这里是中国的德克萨斯，内蒙古。我工作生活在我的牧场，我非常喜欢牛仔文化，更喜欢自由和宁静的生活。我的牧场坐落在一个美丽的大湖边，我正在把它建成我心目中的黄石农场。是的，黄石这部剧在中国很受年轻人欢迎，很多人认为我像其中的老杂顿。当我戴上假发，他们又说我像原住民老莫。
Okay. Another thing, I was watching Bart Simpson, and I know I'm going on and on with this video, but I have a lot to say, guys. I have a lot to say. I was watching Bart Simpson the other day, and I might drop that clip on here too. But they was playing cowboys and Injuns. And in the scene, he was like, we're going to go and get the Injuns. Oh, I meant Native Americans. See, y'all got to catch up on the hijack, how they trying to tell you what's going on. And then they went to church and they dragged the kids to church. They forced them to go to church. And I can't wait to do the lecture on church and Christianity and all the evidence I found about Christianity. Like, it's just crazy, man. Okay? So break out of that matrix, break out of that spirit, know who the fuck you are. Never let anybody tell you who you are. My life, I've been told who I am for so long that I was black, little poor girl, poverty, all this stuff. Me in my head without my mom. My mom was in heaven, if that's the word that we use. It's them having a word, a language crisis, because I don't want to say things that are connected to them, if that makes sense. So, anywho, My mom was not on earth. She passed away when I was 8. My dad, he was not around ever. Unless it's like I'm going to see him in jail or visit on the weekend, maybe once a couple times a year, but it was very sporadic. But I was that little girl in the room, like, dang, I'm poor. School is the only way out for me. So I just pushed myself so hard through school, through all the BS, through all the poverty, through all the custody battles, through all of the tricks and all of the games that the government set up for little melanated kids like me to fail, to be a stereotype, to not make it out, to not get into the 1%, to not believe in myself, to believe that I'm a failure, to believe that I can't be anything, to believe that I can't follow my dreams. I say, oh, hell no. Let me prove y'all wrong. So I made it my duty. I made it my duty before I even knew I was Niji. Now I thought I was a nigga. And I say, nah, I gotta be better than that. The whole time I was going through this route, feeling less than, but I said I can't let me feeling less than, feeling like I'm dark, all this stop me. So I kept going. Something made me keep going, and I feel like that was my purpose. Because if I had known this stuff before I finished my doctoral degree and before I went on this hard ass journey, I probably wouldn't have did it. I probably would have felt defeated before I started because I'm like, dang, they stole everything. But I was able to go through that with flying colors and come out on the other side and then get out of the matrix. Period. So don't ever let nobody tell you who you are. Don't ever let nobody play in your motherfucking face. Don't ever let nobody sit and try to sun you and trick you out your spot and tell you who you are because they want to be who they want to be us. It's crazy how we supposed to be enslaved, but everybody copying the enslaved folks. I'll wait for it. I'll wait for it. It's crazy how the enslaved folks created everything, invented everything. It's crazy how they want to copy the enslaved folks' style, swag, songs. Stop playing with us. We ain't no damn enslaved folks. We Injuns, baby. Indians, baby. Niji, baby. I'm Choctaw, Muskogean, Creek, all of that. Don't play with us. Don't play with us. I come from Anhaka. Yeah. Tallahassee. Yeah. So I'm done with my little rant. I had to just get that out. But sometimes I don't get it out because I'm trying to put it all together in this perfect little package. But sometimes you just gotta let it slide. Because somebody needed to hear this. Maybe it's one person needed to hear this. They're on the fence about it. They're confused. They aggravate with all these apps. They feel like their voice being taken away. Yes, it's a fight. It's a digital war right now. The war has went from oil and physical to digital. It is a digital war. It's a knowledge war to keep some secrets from getting to our heads and our minds, our tribes. It's a war right now. They want to keep us African American. They want to keep us black. They want to keep us without a nationality. We have a nationality. Okay. Okay. So you are more than black. You are way more than that. I think I got everything I needed out. I just had to get it out, guys. But I love y'all. I don't know what tomorrow will bring with this TikTok shit. Like I said, I'm gonna predict that they're not gonna shut it down. This has all been propaganda because they realize if we shut this shit down, we did not expect for the Niji and the rest of the TikTokers, we did not expect them to do what they did. We ain't expect them to rebel like that. So we might have to keep this thing open because if we shut this down, it might be over for us faster than we thought it would be. Because in their head, they just delusional. Yeah. Delusional. So, yeah, guys. I'm done ranting. I love you guys. Thank you for subscribing, growing with me during this awakening period. I don't know all the answers, but the things that I've learned, I know it's the truth because I read it for my own self. And I hope that you guys are uh, waking up out of this matrix. I hope that you are learning a little bit every day. But like I said, when you need a break, take a break. Don't let all this stuff bring you down and make you vibrate low. Continue to vibrate high. Continue that. All right. I need for y'all to dream big. I need for y'all to really embed who you are. Like embed that shit. It's not a No other person in this world can come to me and be like, well, I'm this and you this. I'm ignoring you. Like, what are you talking about? You don't even know me. You don't know my ancestors. You don't know my genealogy. So how are you gonna tell me about me? And this is the audacity of these people. You do not have a license to even talk to me and tell me anything about me. I ain't give you that license. I ain't asked you for that. You out of pocket. Clock it.